Alright, what's going on guys? So back with another video. Today my buddy Min with the Lexus IS 300, he invited me along for a shoot that he's gonna do with his buddy Manny. So I'm gonna link Manny's Instagram page, but before I link his Instagram page, I'm just telling you guys what he has. So his build is pretty unique. You know, most people modify a car that everyone else modifies, like the say FRS for example, or an Evo, or a STI, WRX. So all these are really popular platforms. So he chose a platform that's kind of unorthodox, so it's a really unique platform. So he modified a Pontiac G6. So again, he went the stance route with it. He's really, unique build, and he was actually given a shout out by, Elvis from Stance Nation, if some of you guys know. So again, I don't typically feature too many stance cars on the channel, but I like diversity, and his build is really unique. So we're gonna go head over and shoot his car. It's gonna be a night shoot. I'm just gonna take you guys along. So let's go. So I just got over here. I'm parked right beside Min's IS 300. So actually I came to meet the guys over here outside a barber shop. So it's called Bird's Barber. Manny's actually not here yet, so I'm just waiting for Min to get out of the barber shop, or wait for Manny to pull up and talk to him a little bit about his car. Here and see Manny's car. That's the thing about car guys, whenever you hear an exhaust, you kind of know that a modified car is coming your way. There's Manny's G6 pulling up right now, parking beside me. So we have Min fresh out of the barber with the fresh haircut, and we also have Manny over here. So yep, that's the G6. We're gonna go follow Min to this shoot location, and then we're just gonna shoot the car. So we went downtown, the spot didn't quite work out, so we came to the Domain, which is North Austin, and parked in the garage. So Min's IS 300, my EK Civic, and we're riding Manny's G6 to go to the shoot location. And up here we have a whole bunch of nice cars. So clean GTI, Porsche, Golf R, another GTI, another Porsche. This thing's sweet. Look at the wing on the back. It's like almost like a little car show here. Look, everyone is backed in parking. This is sweet. Got Min's big boy lens. So he wants to get the lens, but he's renting it first. Yeah. So this is the 24 to
70.
24 to 70 millimeter lens.
2.8 dog.
2.8, so better in low light for a Canon. So if you guys want, it's 25 bucks a day for rental, so not bad at all. Manny just wiping down the car. So he used to be Bex, and now you're static? Half? So which one's static?
That's static right now. Well, that's
static in the front. So this is static. And for those of you guys who don't know, well, static basically means, okay, so let me kind of break it down for you guys who don't know too much about stance cars. So there's airbags or airlift suspension and static. So if you're rolling static, that means that's how you drive all the time. If you're rolling on air suspension, basically means your car is set up with a tank that you just press a button and goes psst, and it just raises the car height. So Manny used to be on airlift suspension once upon a time, but now he's static like that. So this is how the car drives. So pretty insane. He has plans to change out the wheels and go back to air suspension at some point. But for now, he's rolling static. So took a couple of photos. I'm just gonna take out the stabilizer, well, the tripod later, and take more photos of the 50mm. But handheld photos, I took a couple, so I'll insert them right here. And then also Min and Manny's friend Bree is gonna come join us for the little photo shoot with her turbo Kia Optima. So she is lowered as well on air suspension, so you guys will see she's back. Here is the white Kia Optima. Like I said, we have Bree's Kia Optima over here, so let's check it out real quick up close. So I don't know too much about these cars, but they were saying that this is a Kia Optima. Some come turbo, some come non-turbo, and this is the turbo version, the K5. So lowered on air suspension. Some nice avant-garde wheels. Taking photos of Bree's car. Fitment is clean on this thing.
You can see the purple pop.
You can see the pearl, yeah. Matches the same wheel on the color. Same color on the wheels. He's gonna leave. Maybe next time I'll get to shoot the car. Maybe.
Your car shoots flames though. Be careful.
Hang out for the boys. Also doing it up. Over here we have Manny.
Hi.
That's his G6. So right now I'm just gonna ask. So quick rundown of what's been done to the car.
Basically, it's just custom bags. Well, the front isn't bag right now, but custom bags, vinyl wrap, side skirts from a different year model,
Okay.
G6, 2010, and photo lights and the Workmeisters.
So this is a really unorthodox, not common platform. Most people, would just go like a GTO or something else. Why do you pick the G6?
I got stuck with it. I needed a car, and then I had to slam it. I had to do something to it.
Okay. So it's like you kind of make do with what you have and just try to make it the best it could look, basically.
I gotta represent myself, I guess, a little bit.
True.
My own little taste.
Like I was saying earlier, basically, his car was featured by Elvis. So some of you guys might know Stance Nation. He's the owner of Stance Nation, founder of Stance Nation, and I guess that was a really proud moment for him. I know, like, you're super excited because it's one of those builds that you don't see every day for sure.
Yeah, he came up to me personally and he told me that he loved his car. Loved my car. Because he used to have a Challenger, can't remember. And he said he had a sweet spot for domestics. So I got to meet him in person. He shook my hand, and that's pretty great moment.
Let's go. So you went through quite a few phases with that car. I think I saw you posting throwback photos. You had that, like, different phases of the car, right?
I was like barely getting to the car scene. I used to be really ghetto. I had the stock original color is like a silver/blue, like a metallic color.
Okay. Almost like a grayish color.
It looked like a really woman's car. I think it's still like a woman's car. I had to do something to it, and I got 20s. I don't know why. It was like my ghetto me, I guess.
So what were stocks?
Over the stocks, yeah, they were Steelies with chrome hubcaps. I hated them.
What were the stock wheel size?
17s? 17s?
So it went up to 20s, okay. What about it right now?
Right now it's on 19 by 9 Workmeister 2-piece.
19 by 9 is square setup all around?
Yeah, 35 with the front clear bit, big brake kit.
Okay.
Bottom for steel.
Nice. So yeah, those Meisters, can't go wrong with Workmeister wheels. Super clean. So, and I think I hear you mentioned earlier that you were thinking of changing up to like a different wheel setup. What kind of wheels were in mind? The work wheels too?
With the XXRs. You gotta
XXR.
go with the XXRs. No, the work equips, the 05s,
Work
5-spoke
equips.
still. I
Nice.
love them.
Those are some old school wheels.
Yeah. I plan on buying them pretty soon, hopefully,
Okay.
and rebuild them. Have some better wheel specs, I guess you could say.
Okay. And then for this wrap, let me get a little close up of it. This wrap was done by Manny himself. And what's the brand? Is it Avery?
Just gloss blue,
Avery Gloss Blue.
and then the roof is black.
So, black wrap on the roof. Then blue. So how long did it take you to complete the whole car?
About
So a lot of
a-
people are wondering, like, wrapping a whole car is really difficult, all that stuff.
It kind of is. It takes a lot of patience. It took me about a week, but I would get off of work like around 5. So from 5 to 10. It took me like 2 hours for one door, 2 hours for another one. A fender, like about an hour and a half.
So a lot of
So
patience.
a lot of patience.
Was it your first time wrapping a car or something like that big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I helped out my buddy Zach do his BRZ.
Okay.
he ended up not liking it, or something happened, and he just took it all off. But I got to experience it a little bit,
Okay.
and I was just like, I gotta try it myself. So it's different. You don't see that many slam G6s, or in blue either.
Yep, definitely. So my coworker is funny, but my coworker he had a G6 white one, and I would show him photos of your G6. This was like maybe I don't know a year back or something, and I was like, he's always complaining that his car looks like crap. Same thing. He's like he thinks it's a lady's car, and you know I show him photos. He's like, oh shit, that's the same car.
You have to put a stock picture of like what they look like. The wheel gap is just enormous.
Atrocious. So yeah, I mean some parts. So is the G6 related to the GTO at all? Is it kind of like the younger brother of it?
It's a whole different engine. I got the base model, so mine's like a little 4-cylinder, but it's completely different. Somehow they still mix it up with the GTO, or what else have they called it?
Do they share any similar parts or at all, like headlights or anything, or no?
No.
Totally different.
Besides the emblem, that's about it. But yeah, the only thing that shares parts with this is the Malibus, the newer ones, and the Saab 9.3, which is what the coilovers are from.
Saab 9.3. Oh, that's pretty interesting.
But yeah, that's basically about it. Same platform.
So I guess a lot of people want to know. So you say you were on 20s at first, so it's kind of like I guess a more big wheel, kind of flashy wheel kind of setup, and then now you're all like slam and stuff. What made you want to change?
Well, I guess started going to Cars and Coffee, and I remember the Renegade meet. You see all these slam cars, and I wanted to do something like that, but I was stuck with this car. So I finally done paying it off, and I had to make it work. I did some research. There was like I think one car that had the coilovers, and then I tried to do some research and bag it, and I mean I fell in love with it. I mean it's not my first car, but it's
First project car.
first project car. It has its up and downs, but I can't get rid of it.
Okay.
Even though it's left me stranded, 'cause it doesn't like being static.
So yeah, that's the I guess the price you have to pay when you're low and you're static. Sometimes stuff happens, you know, you break parts and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it looks clean. Definitely looks clean, especially you know the debate is always like bags or static, and some people like to roll low. I know Min likes to roll low, right?
Yeah, dog.
But right now his IS300 is back to stock height. It's not gonna stay that way for too long.
14 axles and 3 transmission pans.
So 14 axles and 3 transmission pans that are broken because low life. But I mean that's just I guess part and parcel of it. And then lots of camber wear too.
What about the engine spots?
Oh my god. No, that's not even stance related. That's just wait, was it? No.
Was it? No, I think it just blew.
My head gasket was just bad.
Oh yeah.
So it's about time. Then you had to replace the whole motor.
Well, I did the head gasket, and I had the engine, the head resurfaced and everything. I put it back together. I did all that myself. And then a week later, the same thing happened. So there was just water getting in the coolant. So I found the same amount of price that I paid to do it myself with all the other parts. I bought a used engine. And then again, I did it all myself and swapped it with a little bit of help with Min and some other friends.
Yeah, he did it in like a weekend. So he got it, like he started it Saturday or Friday? Saturday night.
Cars and Coffee.
Yeah. Saturday he made it to Cars and Coffee.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
He stayed up all night. This boy didn't sleep.
That's right. I stayed until like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Didn't sleep.
And then went straight to Cars and Coffee, all dirty.
Determination right there. Motor swapping on weekend. So we are still here in the domain, but we shifted downstairs onto the garage. So lighting here is pretty good. Light up there, cool backdrop. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take out my tripod and I'm gonna take out my 50mm lens and shoot some more photos. So took quite a lot of photos with my 50mm lens of Manny's G6. The lighting wasn't too good and I was really cold, so I didn't actually bust out the gimbal to take videos. But maybe I'll, reschedule to shoot an actual cinematic video of this G6. Leave a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.